Hi everyone and welcome back to Jess Loves to Cook. I'm Jess and today we are not going to be cooking. Today we're going to be relieving some of that coronavirus stress that we have. I'm going to be organizing at the bottom of my sink because there's times that I'm looking through there and I can't find stuff, or I move something and things fall. So let's just get organized. That's one of the things that we can do with this whole coronavirus that is going on right now. All right, guys, let's get started. All right, guys, don't judge. Here we go.
Okay, let's begin with removing everything from under the sink. Don't leave anything behind. You really want to remove everything completely. Okay, so not too long ago our garbage disposal broke and we had a little bit of water damage and my previous liner got stuck. And now it's time to finally give it a good clean and remove it all completely from there. Let the cleaning begin. Here we go. I'm going to use a little bit of bleach and a sponge. So when we had our water damage, my soap bottle actually leaked and it filled up right there at the bottom, and now it's giving me a little bit of a hard time getting it out, but I will do it. It's just going to take me a little bit longer. So my sponge wasn't cutting it, so I switched to a cloth, and the cloth didn't cut it, so I ended up getting like a chisel and a hammer and lightly getting it off that way. These are some of the items that I was able to pick up. On the left hand side, the little divider I got at Dollar Tree. I also got the liner at Dollar Tree and the little basket. The shelf, on the other hand, I got on Amazon. Okay, let's start with the liner. I'm going to measure it out first, and then I'm going to see where I need to cut, and then cut that section and remove the excess. And then I'm going to use the excess at the back. And mine's a little short, and I'm okay with that. I don't need to use a whole new liner wrapper for the remainder part because you really can't see the back, and I'm not going to use the back that much. Okay, now it's time to assemble my 2-tier shelf that I got from Amazon. I have to assemble mine under my sink because of my plumbing and because it won't fit under there. That's the way I had to do mine, so bear with me as I build mine under my sink. The assembly is really easy. It actually comes with the 2 legs on the side, 4 poles, and 8 screws, and all you'll need is a cross screwdriver. And as you could see, I kind of was measuring to see where the poles would hit and kind of try to figure it out how I was going to adjust it under my sink. So initially I was trying to make my 2-tier organizer as wide as I possibly could. So here I realized that I wanted it outside of my garbage disposal, and that's why I needed to extend my legs and then screw it in from the outside here, as you can see. Okay, now I finally have all my screws in place. I'm fixing my liner and trying to figure out exactly where I want my two-tier to be. And now I'm putting the bottom panels on my two-tier to see how exactly I want my tiers to be. I'm just kind of adjusting them around my plumbing and where I can access my stuff easily. Okay, now the fun begins. I'm going to see if I can put these shelves in here, and as of right now, no, they're not working out, so we're just going to put them to the side. And I tried there, it didn't work either, and I figured, okay, maybe there. And now I'm going to consolidate some of my bottles that I had doubles of. So I'm just going to put like my finished product in one bottle and toss the other one in the recycle. Since I have my dish soap out, I'm going to fill up my dish dispenser and put that back up. Okay, so I'm going to stack up my soaps right here on the top shelf, and as I was doing that, all of a sudden the middle of my rack caved. So I had to take everything out and make my shelf a little smaller. And unfortunately, because I have my garbage disposal on the left hand side and I had made my rack so big, I now have to unscrew it to be able to make it smaller. So here we go. I'm telling you, it's all trial and error, and you kind of learn as you go. But it's okay. That's part of relieving our stress and getting organized. Okay, so I finally have my rack on my right side of my garbage disposal, and now I need to screw my 2 screws that I took out and put them back in, and then start putting my panels back on. Even as you see me putting my panels on, I'll put them one way and then I realize, okay, that didn't work out so well for me, so I will rearrange my panels and see where they fit better. Now that my 2-tier rack is smaller, I was able to use this 1 tiers on my left hand side. Okay, let the fun begin. Let's try to arrange things accordingly and see what works best. Lastly, I realized that having so many soap bottles in 1 tier, it's way too much weight, so I separated them. And now I'm going to be consolidating my sanitizing bottles. I decided to keep the one with the pump because, of course, that's just easier to use. One thing I didn't have before was my hand towels here, so I went and grabbed my hand towels, folded them up, and used that little basket that I got from Dollar Tree to have them here. And as you can see, I'm still rearranging things and trying to figure out what works best. And nope, not there. See? You just move things back and forth until you figure it out. If you don't have a water bottle brush, I recommend you getting one.
Alright guys, well there you have it, how I organized my sink. It's a lot of trial and error and readjusting and fixing things, and like you guys saw, I had a little bit of an encounter with the garbage disposal not working with me, but we made it work and it's as best as I could fix it. I will do a quick close-up for you guys so you can see how it all turned out. So I'm working with what I got, since right now they want us to stay away from people in stores as much as possible. I would probably use a basket and put my sponges in a basket, and especially since I have the big bag, once I open that big bag, you know, they'll probably start falling everywhere. So that's a basket I would probably want, and then I would probably get a container, like a clear see-through container, and put these in there. And of just something that keeps them closed in case a water leak happens under the sink, and that could kind of protect this. But yeah, there you have it. It's always like trial and error. You have to have what's accessible and what you need right away. So I use my Clorox bleach and my vinegar all the time. So those 2 bottles I have right in front. My gloves when I wash dishes, and air freshener, because you never know if your house smells or not. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Can't wait to see you guys next week. Stay safe out there, and again, thanks for stopping by.